There's some things that just make sense, like algebra. I'm just kidding. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I passed it. I got it, or what was that, B plus, A, or whatever it was. Trig, also no. That doesn't make any sense. Well, there are some things that make sense. What makes sense? Okay, cheeseburgers or pizza are the best food. Maybe tacos. I don't know. But I don't think we can argue that the New York Giants, with how they're playing, doesn't make any sense other than the fact that Wan'Dale and company are they're getting it done. They're absolutely getting it done. And I feel like the New York Giants, truly, when I say are taking over the NFC, I know that the Philadelphia Eagles are in their division and are still undefeated. But the Eagles and Giants, whenever they do play, I think is going to be a game to watch. And when I say taking over the AFC, again, I think you need to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt here, but I do also think that you got to be excited about what's going on in New York right now. Like Brian Daboll essentially is taking the same team as last year and has them at 6-1 right now. Like, it's just, I do not believe what I'm seeing. In other words, yes, it doesn't make sense. This is trigonometry. This is advanced physics here going on in New York. So I'll get over to the Giants here. So Daniel Jones has not been an MVP candidate. Clearly has like 6 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions. But with how the Giants are winning these games, it's running the football, playing good defense, and just using it around solid coaching. I think this could be a very dangerous team. Now, Saquon Barkley can continue to do his things. What was 110 all-purpose yards, also had 4 catches, 25 yards. My fantasy team thanks you. And then Daniel Jones, 11 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Like, Daniel Jones isn't the reason that the Giants are winning, but he is also not the reason that they're losing. Like, he is doing a lot of good things. Now, I also don't think that he is going to be the next Josh Allen. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think that the Giants are still probably going to have to find their quarterback of the future. But for now, this is interesting. Like, we are seeing a guy like Daniel Jones continually playing better every single week. This team looks different every single week. By the way, did you guys see Kayvon Thibodeau just completely chase down Travis Etienne? Wow, you love it. That's just what this defense to me for the Giants has done. They're making plays. They're flying around. The secondary is, honestly, I've been saying it for years now. And finally, somebody on ESPN said it the other day, they're the best secondary in football. I've been shouting out their secondary for years now, but it is what it is. I'll drop it. At the end of the day, the point is their defense, if they could get it figured out with the pass rush as well as those linebackers, I really wasn't that worried about it. And look what happened. Their defense is getting together. You have a team in the Jacksonville Jaguars that, quite honestly, what are they, 2-5 right now? I do think that they are going to be a good team down the line. I think Trevor Lawrence and company, I still think have to get a little bit more coaching under a guy like Doug Peterson. But man, I don't think we can debate the fact that the Giants are looking like legit right now. Like, they are looking very good. Now, I don't expect them to go deep into the playoffs, but I think they can make the playoffs 6-1. Definitely. Absolutely a possibility. Probably should make the playoffs with this kind of a start. And I don't care what anybody says, and I don't care what happens the rest of the season. The fact that the Giants have already turned this much around with essentially the same personnel, it baffles me. Like, Evan Neal and company, I know there's a couple of new additions there, but it's all about coaching. And these guys, they're well coached. There is a different atmosphere with the Giants right now. And I really feel like they're in a place now where they are and can take over the NFC. Again, we got to wait and probably pump the brakes a little bit on this with the Philadelphia game coming up and all that. I understand all that, but at the same time, this is a very good football team. Like, we talk about the fact that the Giants, the Giants, I think it's also the Eagles that kind of have an easier schedule, but the Giants will play the Seahawks, which actually I would not say is a gimme at this point, but then you go on to play the Texans, the Lions, the Cowboys are going to be tough, I'll admit that, and then, December 11th, they play the Eagles for the first time, and then they play out the Eagles at the end of the season as well. So, there is a lot surrounding this team right now. Like, if you just take a look at their schedule, yes, you are excited about what this could mean for the Giants, but I truthfully believe that if everything goes according to plan and continues to go like it is, I think the Giants could take over the NFC. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. There's a chance they could literally, we'll say they win against the Seahawks. Okay, Texans, Lions, yes, there's 3 wins there. It's a toss-up on the Cowboys. They dropped one. Even if they lose it again, I don't know. I still think they make the playoffs. Like, there's legitimately 3 teams in the NFC East that could all make the playoffs right now. But I think the Giants, what we're seeing isn't a fluke. I think that they are going to continue to take over the AFC and continue to impress people. And I think it's only the first of many excitements to come with this team. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are out to awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the New York Giants, who are taking over the NFC.